Welcome to KBuzzPop, your one-stop destination for the latest and most touching stories from the heart of Korean entertainment. Today, we have a story that may leave you speechless, emotional, and perhaps questioning everything you thought you knew about Jung Hae In and Jung So Min. Prepare to be pulled into a love story that unfolded in the shadows, far from the limelight, yet with emotions so real and raw that even the most composed hearts might tremble. Yes, today's story is about Jung Hae In, our beloved heartthrob, shedding tears as he finally opens up about a romance he kept hidden for years. A romance with none other than actress Jung So Min. Fans, can you feel the anticipation rising? What would you do if one of your favorite actors, someone you followed for years, suddenly confessed that the quiet glances, the shared smiles, and those subtle red carpet interactions weren't just coincidences? Jung Hae In, usually composed and private, finally let go of years of silence, and in doing so, revealed a connection that stunned the entire entertainment world. This emotional confession didn't come during a drama or movie premiere. It wasn't staged or polished. It came during a quiet, intimate interview with a veteran host, where the cameras rolled without any glitter or gloss. The moment was unexpected, raw, and unforgettable. As soon as Jung Hae In uttered her name, Jung So Min, the air in the studio shifted. You could feel it, couldn't you? He didn't try to dramatize the truth. Instead, with trembling hands and misty eyes, he revisited memories that had been buried under schedules, secrecy, and stardom. And the reason for the secrecy? That's where the story twists and turns in ways no one could have predicted. Let's go back in time, shall we? According to Jung Hae In, he and Jung So Min met not during a public filming, but at a script reading for a production that never saw the light of day. The project got shelved, but their connection didn't. What started as casual banter over coffee soon turned into late-night conversations, long walks in Seoul's quieter alleys, and countless messages exchanged under pseudonyms. No one outside their closest circle knew what was happening, and maybe that's what made it so special. Can you imagine them sneaking out in hats and masks just to steal a few hours together away from the public eye? Hae In described how their bond grew stronger through the years, not just romantically, but emotionally and spiritually. They would share books, recommend songs, and even write short letters to each other during their busiest days. Once, while filming overseas, he admitted to spending most of his off time writing a letter to So Min, just to describe how the sky looked in Italy because he knew she loved sunrises. Is your heart melting yet? But not all love stories remain warm and safe. Challenges crept in, as they do in the lives of celebrities. Between conflicting schedules, rising fame, and an industry that is not kind to private affairs, they were forced to create more distance than closeness. Yet even then, they didn't officially break up. They just paused. And that's when Hae In's tears began to flow during the interview. He said, "I don't think we ever stopped loving each other. We just had to stop choosing each other for a while." That sentence alone made fans across the globe gasp. Viewers flooded social media, wondering, is this a sign? Will they reunite? Were there clues all along we missed? Let's rewind a bit more. Remember when they were spotted leaving a book cafe in Hanam-dong late at night a few years ago? Fans assumed it was a chance meeting. Or when they happened to attend the same film festival and both wore similar beige tones. Coincidence? Perhaps not. And who remembers that one awards show where So Min's eyes lingered on Hae In a little longer than necessary when his name was announced? Looking back now, it all fits like a puzzle. Jung Hae In's sincerity during the interview touched even the host, who momentarily paused to give him space. He mentioned how So Min was his calm in the storm, and the one who helped him believe that he was more than just an actor. She saw the boy behind the fame, the man who still hesitated before doing interviews, and the human who longed for love outside the cameras. And what about So Min? Has she said anything? Interestingly, just days after the interview aired, So Min took to her private fan cafe and wrote a heartfelt message thanking someone unnamed for always believing in her, even when she couldn't believe it herself. Fans immediately speculated that it was a response to Hae In's emotional words. The timing was too perfect, the tone too sincere. Could this be her silent acknowledgement? Comments flooded the cafe. Are you talking about Hae and Appa? We all knew there was something more between you two. This makes me believe in real love again. It's incredible how fans become detectives when emotions are involved. They began rewatching interviews, dissecting hand gestures, eye contact, and shared laughter. Clips from years ago began circulating with new captions. Look at the way she looks at him here. Did you see him secretly smile when she walked in? The world was suddenly ablaze with Jung couple theories, and not without reason. Even celebrities chimed in. An actor who worked with both stars anonymously said, "I always thought they had something special. It wasn't loud or flashy. It was quiet, but deep. You could feel it." And as if fate wanted to fan the flames, both Hae In and So Min were recently cast in dramas set to air within weeks of each other. Coincidence again? Or a subtle industry nudge toward reconciliation? Or at least collaboration? Fans have begun campaigns to bring them together on screen. Hashtags like hashtag Jung Hae In So Min reunion and hashtag give us their love story have trended in multiple countries. But the real question is, where do they go from here? Jung Hae In has made it clear he's no longer afraid of being vulnerable. In that same interview, he said, "Maybe I waited too long. But if there's a chance to start again, I'll take it. I've lived with that silence for years. I don't want it anymore." Have you ever heard a confession so real, so piercing? He wasn't trying to create buzz. He wasn't selling a movie or promoting a series. He was simply speaking from the heart. And maybe that's what makes this story so unforgettable. Because for once, this wasn't just about the glitz and glam. It was about love, missed chances, and the courage to speak up, no matter how long it takes. What if So Min responded? What if they met again? Would fans support them? Or would the industry pressures tear them apart once more? Let's make this interactive. If you were Jung So Min, how would you react to Hae In's emotional confession? Would you reach out in private? Or would you make a public statement and stand beside him proudly? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you were in Jung Hae In's shoes, would you have kept your love a secret? Or risked everything years ago to be with the one you loved? Let us know. Also, do you believe in destiny when it comes to love? Was it fate that kept bringing them close? Or just coincidence? Is love worth risking a career for? One thing is for sure, this isn't the end of their story. Because love, when true, has a way of finding its way back. So stay tuned, KBuzzPop family. Because something tells us this emotional reveal is just the beginning of a new chapter. Will it be a reunion? A public confirmation? Or a poetic ending to a love that lived in silence? Only time will tell. But until then, let's hold space for this story. Let's celebrate the courage it takes to cry on camera, to admit your heart still aches, and to hope for love even after years of waiting. If this story touched you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for more exclusive updates right here on KBuzzPop. We'll be watching closely together. And to Jung Hae In and Jung So Min, whatever your future holds, we're rooting for your happiness. Always.